Catch glimpses of the joy, the ecstasy that will greet your awakening into reality, heaven. November 20, 2015. Your illusory world does appear to be sinking into a state of desolate and catastrophic pain and suffering from which it seems there is no exit, as a number of severely damaged people in positions of power and influence choose war and death in a desperate and abject last-ditch attempt to impose their controlling authoritarian regimes on humanity at large. They cannot succeed because those who have for so long blindly supported them and put their plans into effect are at last realizing the error of their ways and are leaving the sinking ship, population control by enforcement. Those regimes are in desperate throes as they attempt to frighten the general populace into freely giving them dictatorial powers in return for a promise to provide a world of lasting peace and prosperity that they not only cannot deliver, but also have no intention of even attempting to deliver. In the illusion, the prospect of ultimate power and authority over others is a beguiling dream that many have chased over the eons, but it always destroys those attempting to attain it along with those who support them. In previous ages, those ambitious and amoral ones were sometimes able to hold on to their positions for a decade or so. That is no longer the case. Self-destruction is becoming nearly instantaneous, as people refuse to cooperate with systems of government that intend and attempt to remove their rights and freedoms as human beings. The forces that they have assembled and used in the past, the intelligence agencies, the judiciary, the military, the police, the local militias or military reserves, and so-called terrorist organizations, are increasingly turning against those who would direct them to control and subjugate their own countrymen, or who would send them abroad to foreign lands on corrupt, destructive, and criminal missions. What you are seeing is the collapse of the depraved and hidden organizations that have for so long been deceiving you with misinformation and outright lies, as they have built structures and enforcement agencies with which to frighten and intimidate you. Major changes are occurring all over the world as the criminal operations that those in power have been engaging in are uncovered and made public by numerous courageous whistleblowers. You have been misled and lied to by those whom you elected and trusted for far too long, and now you are no longer prepared to countenance their illicit and unconscionable intents and activities. Their days are numbered, their moment of power is at an end. As light holders and light workers, your task remains the same, namely to continue intending to be loving in every moment, and to remake that intent frequently throughout each day. It is enormously effective, and has brought you to this final stage in your awakening process. Do not be disturbed or distracted by those who would attempt to convince you that love does not work, because love is the only thing that works. And you, great souls that you are demonstrating this daily all across the planet. Reality, God, your divine source, heaven, is who you are. There is only God within whom all that is, the whole of His perfect creation, is eternally held in a loving and joyous embrace. If this were not the case, there would be no life, no consciousness, no awareness. God is all that exists, and because you exist, then you too are God, because there is no separation. You were created by Him to be one with Him in eternal joy, and that has never changed, nor can it ever change. Presently, within the illusion, it just appears that you are separate, alone, and individually insignificant. And in that state, terrified as you truly are, you believe that you have to fight one another for the world's limited resources that make life on Earth possible. That insane dream is drawing to a close, its time is past, and you have realized that it does not now and never has served you. You have made the collective decision to release your hold on it, your attachment to it, and so allow it to dissolve like morning mist as the brilliant light of God's eternal day bathes you in the soothing balm, the warm and comforting embrace that delights in satisfying your every desire, instantly, without delay of any kind, because there is only the eternal now in which creation sings its ongoing song of harmonious and utterly cooperative oneness. There is only God and you. All those billions of individuals that inhabit planet Earth are each divine and perfect expressions of you and of God. When you awaken, as you inevitably will, what you experience will be the absolute bliss of oneness with God, the state in which all needs and desires are met before they occur. God is love. God is all that exists. Each human, each one of you, and there are no exceptions, you refers to every member of the human family, is an inseparable part of God, lacking nothing, and eternally present with God in the divine energy field that is all of creation. Nothing else exists and nothing else is needed because the state of divine perfection that God created is complete in every way. Add-ons and go faster stripes would be utterly inappropriate, as the illusion has shown you time and time again, as you have played your games of separation. Meditate daily in these last moments of sleep as the illusion dissolves, and catch glimpses of the joy, the ecstasy that will greet your awakening into reality, heaven. That is your destination, the only destination. There is no hell, no purgatory, and no limbo, but you are still capable of inventing and believing in those states, and while you do, they will not be taken from you. To do so would be to override your free will, and would be akin to removing a much-loved comforter from a small child. When you are ready, you will release your firm grip on unreality and awaken into eternal joy. With so very much love, Saul. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com